It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NFL.
Rolls out and I'm chasing down a couple times where he be moving. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I'm watching him, I'm running. It's like a movie. I feel like I'm going slow, but he be moving, man. He's been working hard, and he's the one.
Jalen Carter says Jalen Hurts has new levels of speed. He's moving, PK.
No, he be moving.
He be moving. So, 1,000-yard rushing season, 20 touchdowns, Eagles to the Super Bowl. He's unstoppable.
Do I want my quarterback doing that? When I got Saquon Barkley?
Ideally, no. Although, when they did win the Super Bowl, Hurts ran for a ton of yards and Barkley went for 2,000. So, he actually had both guys doing it.
What's a ton of yards? You asked me 1,000, so a ton? Is that
what's the number?
1,000?
It was, it's a lot of the touchdowns with the whole, QB sneak.
You're not even running on that one. The tush
pushes. The critical yards.
You're running 1/4 speed on that.
I would say he ran for 500, but I don't know. That's off the top of my head.
Oh, that's fine.
How many hits do you take? That's what really matters.
Oh, when I got Barkley, who made the most athletic move I've ever seen in my life, when he hurdled a guy backwards.
Just awesome.
It really was. I mean, you realize how strong your core has to be? It's impossible to realize it.
Please replay that again, and they did. We saw it like 10 times from 10 angles. It was great.
Well, isn't that redundant?
Phenomenal.
Replay that again?
And again. And again.
Because if you replay it, you are playing it again.
But they've already replayed it once. Why don't you replay it again?
But once you say replay it, the word replay does not imply a single numerical number. Again and again. That needs to be on the Monday Night Highlight when they do the intro. It was an unbelievable play. That's what we're talking about with the athleticism with these guys. To be able to do something like that, and if you recall, the guys on the bench went berserk, as they should, because they've never seen it either.
What is he doing? He's flying backwards.
It's amazing.
Most of the headline these days just about guys who are injured or being held out because of injury. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua left practice early yesterday. It was reported he had some groin soreness. There are reports the NFL may suspend him for the season opener against the 49ers.
Yeah, it's just one less game. He has an opportunity to get hurt. Who cares?
Myles Garrett missed the Rams joint practice against Green Bay. Soreness in his knee. The club says they're being smart with the defending defensive player of the year. Coaches report that he said he was feeling about 85% health-wise.
No, me too. Maybe 82%.
49ers coach Kyle Shanahan said defensive end Nick Bosa is dealing with tendonitis in his surgically reconstructed knee and is considered week to week. He's been absent from practice this week.
Well, I mean, hopefully they can make Nick Bosa great again. Like that, Yuck?
Well, he caused some controversy last year with a certain statement.
I have to ask him. I can't ask him.
I know.
You could.
Had a certain hat.
He was
joking.
Had a certain hat he was wearing that got him some hot water.
I think
you ever see that Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David doesn't want to go to lunch with the dude, but he can't apparently stand him up, so he decides to show up on the liberal west side of L.A. with a red hat with 4 certain words across it, and then the guy gets furious and leaves the lunch. He left the lunch. I was there to eat. Yeah.
I think Puka has now reached a level of like Madonna, Cher. It's just Puka.
It's just Puka?
Yeah.
You don't need Nacua anymore. There's no other Pukas.
Right.
It's just Puka.
When you say Puka, he's now the...
Who else could you possibly be talking about?
one-word, one-name athlete.
I like it.
Kareem, MJ.
Puka.
Yeah. Everybody knows who it is now. He's that caliber of player. Hopefully he keeps his head on straight, and he will waltz into the Hall of Fame.
That's a good list. We could work on that. Athletes who are just one name, and you know. John. Nope, no idea who you're talking about. LeBron. It's only one guy.
Well, yeah, it helps that you have an unusual name, too.
CBS Sports says there's no timeline for the return or final decision on the future of Tony Romo with the network as their top game analyst. He was arrested for OWI in Wisconsin last month.
It's amazing how some people get multiple chances on that and others don't. If it And
we're not clear which one of these camps Tony's going to fall into. He's getting the delayed ruling here.
And I'm not excusing it by any stretch. It's
Yeah.
just that some do and some don't. I don't understand how it works. I mean, I'm not condoning what he did whatsoever in the least.
DJ and PK.
If he's guilty.
Hashtag college football.
LSU quarterback Sam Leavitt says he has fully recovered from the Liz Frank injury that ended his 2025 season and had him limited during spring ball. Of course, he transferred from Arizona State to LSU in the offseason. He made a stir by saying somewhat facetiously, quote, "I'm from Oregon. So Louisiana kind of felt almost fake to me in a way. I didn't think it was a real place, but after being out here, I love the trees. I've always wanted to be in the South. The humidity obviously was something I had to get used to, but I love it now."
Well, we've been to Oregon multiple times, and they have trees also.
They do. Louisiana has a special kind of heat and humidity, and we've heard about that.
Go ahead.
And they have a ton of SEC games that before TV took over, everybody play in the day, but there were a handful of places, including LSU, that play at night because it was just so miserable.
I've played on LSU's golf course. They have a golf course there in September. And you're talking to a kid who basically learned and played golf as a kid in Phoenix. And, it's been hot here too. And I have never been hotter than the time I played. And I was the only one out there. There's literally no one else.
Had the course to yourself because everybody's like, this is miserable. I'm not doing this now.
It was the humidity combined with the heat. It was unlike anything. And my father and I, well into my 20s, we would play the upper scale golf courses in the summer because they were cheaper, obviously. And I can say on literal personal experience that I had never been hotter playing there.
Do you have a limit? Like in Arizona, you'll go when it's 105. You'll go when it's 110. You'll go when it's one. Is there a limit where you draw a line? You hear a number and you think, I'm not going.
147.
Come on. I'm just curious with the heat and humidity in Louisiana. It's not, the number isn't that hot for 110, but the humidity.
What I found for me personally is that I can do 110, but not multiple days.
Okay.
So just do it once and then lay off for a week.
A week? Oh, okay.
Well, but I'm not down there in the summer hardly at all to the level that I used to be. But because you can go way early in the morning too. And it's 100, and I know people are 100 is hot, but it's not 110, it's not 115. But I found that if I've gone, like we've gone down a couple times in the summer for family reasons, and the second day, killer. So I stopped doing the second day.
None of this back-to-back stuff.
No.
LSU or Arkansas? Because you got that story about going to your wife's grandmother's place in Arkansas, and you went out golfing. There were two dudes, and they had like a case of beer each, and they were in cut-off jeans and
no shirts.
No shirts.
No.
How hot and miserable was that? Because Arkansas.
Yeah, it was not pleasant, and I've done it in Georgia also, but still, LSU was literally it was so uncomfortable.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
What do you make of that opening tip-off?
Fireworks for sure. I mean, they're going to be electric. They're going to be definitely a team to keep your eye on. I mean, they reloaded this year, so it's going to be a tough test, but we'll be ready.
That's the Knicks' Jalen Brunson, the defending champs, facing Philly opening night. LeBron James has moved to the Sixers, so as Jalen says, definitely fireworks. Golden State Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy says the franchise committed to ensuring that icon Steph Curry will retire as a Warrior. He is eligible to extend his contract with the team later this month. He could sign a 2-year, $136 million extension, which would give him 20 seasons with the franchise.
Well, for the Jazz's sake, I hope that happens.
Because that's the Warriors' 2 more years as a playing team, or maybe worse.
Yeah. I mean, this is a worn story. The superstar stays and is past his prime. The team is middling, and then he retires, so you have the romantic story there. and then you really start to rebuild.
But as the Jazz try to figure out how do we climb past these 10, 12 teams in front of us,
right.
Warriors, check that box. Next.
And we'll see if they make moves and whatnot. It's not a guarantee, but it looks that way right now anyway. And it looks like that could be a team that the Jazz could catch.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, hit hard in the air, deep to left field. Churrio's going back. He turns to watch. This one gonna go! Luis Rengifo, his first career grand slam, and it puts the Pods ahead 5-0 here in the second.
The payoff pitch. Crow Armstrong drills one deep in the air to right. This is long gone. It bangs off the facade of the upper deck. Wow! Solo shot PCA.
Swings and this ball game is over. Line drive right center field. Base hit. Dodgers win it 5-4 and a walk-off hit. Sixth time this year the Dodgers have walked it off. Win number 72 for the Dodgers.
Dodgers bouncing back, PK. They lost 8 out of 9. It was a rough week and a half, but now they got a couple of dramatic wins over the Kansas City Royals. Feels like they're getting their feet under them again. Pulling it together. Too good to stay down, right?
But I don't think they're going to face the teams the caliber of the Royals in the playoffs.
There is that, and the losing streak did come against teams that they could face in the postseason.
Right.
Also in there, you heard the Grand Slam power in the Padres. That's what you said about the Diamondbacks for their 10-run game. The Padres beat the Brewers 11-2. They won the first 2 in that series. But you have an 11-run game. Uh-oh. What's going to happen in Game 3 today? Going to have the big drop-off?
It doesn't always happen, but it tends to happen. And 2 nights ago, the Diamondbacks scored 9 runs. Last night, they hit 2 home runs and a triple in the first inning, and that was it.
Padres have won 14 of 18. They're tied with Philly and Arizona. 3 teams dead heat with 41 games to go. Fighting for the last 2 wild cards in the National League. Rays pounded the Athletics 12-4. Does he? At what point? I mean, double figures, double digits. That makes sense. But for a team that scores like the Cubs score 8, but on 9 hits, feel like they're due for a drop off tomorrow. Cubs beat the Nationals 8-6.
Well, it's baseball, so anything can happen. I don't think 8 is that outrageous. I always go double digits.
All right, put on the official scorer's hat here. Get your number 2 pencil and sharpen it. What did you think? The errorless streak that we were talking about, Jacob Wilson of the A's. It goes to 113 games, but controversial. Ball hit up the middle, forced play at second. The second baseman didn't even really help him taking a lap around the bag. I guess that's why the scorer, who originally gave an error and then changed it to a fielder's choice. So the streak goes on. Do you think that was an error?
Well, I haven't seen the play.
Oh. It's right over the bag. Let me back it up for you right here. And the second baseman's committed to the ball and then changes his mind and goes to the bag. So he does not provide a good target if you watch. Where am I going? And the ball was...
second base blocked him.
The ball, he could have... If the second baseman goes to the bag, he could have caught that toss.
Yeah, I don't think that in those situations you can assume an out at second.
And I think that thought right there...
Yeah.
Even though it looked like it was a play that could be made, the second baseman was all over the map. I'm getting the ball. No, I'm going to the bag.
It would have been a bang-banger.
Yep.
So I'm fine with it. Plus, he's an antelope, man. I'm an antelope. Grand Canyon. Although when I went, it was Grand Canyon College. It's now Grand Canyon University. GCU. La-di-da.
La-di-da. Philadelphia Phillies star Bryce Harper dealing with left knee soreness after making the move back to right field. Is his body going to be able to handle it? His knee, Ohtani's knee, all kinds of guys with knee soreness and swelling and issues. Mariners have lost 5 in a row. Cal Raleigh, their star catcher, took the blame. He's slumped after AL MVP runner-up and big numbers last year. Quote, "We're not playing well. That starts with me. I'm awful. We're just playing very, very bad baseball in every facet of the game."
Well, he did not greet Randy Rosarina in the World Baseball Classic as teammates, so a lot of people think that is just the baseball gods not happy with that.
Mariners 4.5 games behind the Astros and Rangers in the AL West, where 500 puts you right in the middle of everything.
In their 50th year. They had a celebration a few weeks back.
Bees beat El Paso 4-3 series opener. Game 2 today is at noon. You can listen to Tony Parks on the call. 102.7 HD2 and the KSL Extreme beginning at 11:50. DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
Verjunka stabs it back to Luna. Luna has it poked away. Goes, gets it, sends it over to Caliscan. Caliscan through for Salons. Good turn, shot, and a goal! Salons, what a finish! 2-0 RSL. Throw into Olatunji in the box. He'll head it back out of the box for Salons. Back to Caliscan. Caliscan slots the ball through for Yedlin. In front, Lineker Rodriguez punches it in. Flag stays down. Lineker Rodriguez scores for RSL, and it's 3-0. Real Salt Lake beats FC Juarez. They shut him out, and this is why you love Pablo, and this is probably what he taught him at Thunderbird High, PK. A couple weeks ago when RSL lost to LAFC, he said, yeah, but look at all the good stuff that happens. You know, the score doesn't always reflect that. And sure enough, last night he said, yeah, but look at all the bad stuff that happened. The score doesn't reflect it. So you get the similar answer after the win and the loss. Juarez had a penalty that they sent over the bar. They had a goal waved off on another night. Maybe it stands, but it got waved off. They might have played their way back into that game, but they couldn't finish a couple of great opportunities. So RSL gets back-to-back shutouts. And now they got a little help last night, so now they'll wait and see if they can advance. They need some more help tonight and tomorrow. It's 5 teams for 3 spots. They need a couple of the other 4 to lose so they can move into the quarterfinals.
Well, I hope it works out for you guys.
Thank you.
I just think that English, or not English, but Americans with no accent, you just can't say nil. You have to have an accent.
I thought you were going to go to some of the Spanish pronunciations.
Oh, that's even stupider.
Yeah. Well.
Unless if you live down there and speak the language, that's okay, though.
Which obviously I do not, right? Aside from Vladimir in the opener, there's a lot of twirling of the L's and the R's to be done there. All right, so let's see if they get some help here tonight and tomorrow, and RSL's back in action. The quarterfinals are 2 weeks away, later this end of this month. They will be back in action in Major League Soccer play against Minnesota Saturday night at home.
So you're going to do prep football games. Does it start tomorrow?
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if Skyline plays whomever and they score, you're going to go. That makes and the PAT makes it 7-0.
No, I probably will not do that.
See?
Please try
phony.
it.
That'd be fun to throw
phony.
That'd be fun to throw that on Friday night with Riley and see what Riley's
That
reaction
is phony right there. If you won't do it for one, why won't you do it for the other? That's not who you are. But if I took somebody from Spain, brought him over here to do our football, he would say 7-0.
But how come it's a head coach in football and then it's a manager in baseball? Every sport has its unique stuff, PK.
Good job deflecting,
Thank you.
But that doesn't have anything to do with you.
I learned it from watching you, all right? All right, what's trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. A new guy for you to watch, though, with Real Salt Lake. The whole thing here has been, Gozo's gone. He was getting his medical stuff done in London yesterday.
Gozo
Gonzo. And so now there were 3 or 4 guys that could play, and one of the first guys they tried, Zach Booth from Eden, Utah, another local guy, another academy product.
Right.
It looks like he's nailing that job down. I mean, they could rotate through and try some other stuff, but they'd have to change formation, and then that changes how you switch from offense to defense. It just makes it more complicated. And it's not that he's as good as Gozo. He's not. Pablo last night was talking about Gozo's a unicorn.
Sure.
But
which is why he is where he is.
And Pablo went to that point. And you're not going to find another guy in the world who can make that many high-end runs that often, twice a week in games. It's not going to happen. But Booth does have a lot. He is a local guy like Gozo. He does have a lot of speed. He is a willing defender. Now, he can't do that stuff to the same level as Gozo. But there's some similarities there, and it does look like he's there. So you're looking for a young guy, a local guy who is actually from Utah, not brought in from somewhere around the world. Keep your eye on Zach Booth, because there's some promise there for sure. All right, that's all the What's Trending stuff. So now, go ahead. Matt Brown, Extra Points newsletter, is going to join us after the break. All the stuff about BYU and Kalani and more resources, football, basketball, AD. It's making news. People nationally are noticing. Matt Brown, Extra Points newsletter, will join us next. Darnell Dixon, the Daily Herald, at 9 o'clock. It's also Win Tickets Wednesday. We got tickets to see Motley Crue and the return of the Carnival of Sins tour with performances from guests Tesla and Extreme at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater September 21st. We'll give those tickets away in the 8 o'clock hour. Stay with us. Matt's coming up next. Question of the day at 8 o'clock. It's all on the way. DJ and PK. It's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.